Hi, friends. How's it going? I can't believe it's the last week of Summer Explore. I hope you guys have enjoyed your time these past 4 weeks. You guys have learned a lot, outer space adventures, land adventures. You've learned about different games and sports adventures. And this week, American adventures. So this week's story time, I chose the book Clifford for President. Okay, have you guys ever read any of the Clifford, the Big Red Dog books? I love Clifford. It's by Norman Birdwell, and I would like to thank our publishers again, Scholastic, for allowing me to read this to you guys since we're not in the actual classroom. I chose this book not only because this week is American Adventures, but I also chose it because this year is what we call election year, and adults can go vote for who they think would be the best leader for our country. And I'm excited to see in November who our president will be. And again, this is called Clifford for President. So, what do you think this will be about? I'm thinking from the title that maybe Clifford, do you think he might be running for president? Let's see. People who run for president are called candidates, said Miss Carrington. They promise to solve problems. People vote for the candidate who they think will do the best job. Presidential election this November. Okay, and we just talked about that, didn't we? So the people that are going to be running for president this November, they're called candidates, and they tell us how they're going to solve problems, and adults go out and they vote for who they think would be the best person for that job. I wish I was old enough to vote, thought Emily Elizabeth. If Emily Elizabeth was old enough to vote, who do you think she would vote for? I don't even know who's running in this book yet. But I'm thinking Clifford might be one of them just based off of the title. But let's see, I could be wrong. The next day, Emily Elizabeth and Clifford went for a walk in the park. Can you imagine walking a huge dog like Clifford in the park? Oh my goodness. Every trash can was overflowing. That doesn't look very nice, said Emily Elizabeth. Oh goodness, that's a lot of trash. What do you think you could do to help with that problem? You think you could help pick up some of that trash and maybe get some trash bags and fill them to help the overflow, or maybe call somebody that works for the city and ask them if they can come out and help? The park was very messy. There were piles of leaves and litter everywhere. Dead flowers drooped in their beds. Oh, that's sad. Do you know what litter is? It's the trash that's all over the ground that people threw out. And that's bad for all the plants and animals, and it just doesn't look good. Clifford dropped a soda can in the trash. Emily Elizabeth said, "Clifford, if you were president of the park, it would be clean as a whistle." Then she had an idea. Wonder what that idea is. home, Emily Elizabeth got out paint and paper. "We'll have an election, Clifford," she said. "We need a president of the park." And her little poster says, "We need a president of the dog park." So I guess she's just, and this one says Clifford for president. So Emily Elizabeth has decided that since Clifford was being so clean and picking up his own trash that other people didn't do, that he might be the best candidate to be president of the park. Let's see what happens next. Jetta saw the posters hanging in the park. "You'd be a great president, Mac," said Jetta. "You're the dog for the job." Elect the president of the dog park, meeting on Wednesday. So Jetta thinks that her dog, Mac, would be best for the job. I wonder what Mac's special skills are. And I wonder if people would choose Mac over Clifford. Let's see. A crowd of kids and dogs showed up for the meeting. Oh my goodness, looks like there's going to be a lot of dogs running for president of the dog park. "First, we need to nominate 2 candidates," explained Emily Elizabeth. "Then we'll have the election on Friday." Okay, so out of all of these dogs, they're going to choose the top 2, and they're going to be the top 2 candidates, and they're going to run for president of the dog park. Kind of like in November, there's going to be 2 people running for president, our leader of the United States. Jetta called out, "I nominate Mac." Mac wagged his tail. Why do you think he wagged his tail? Yeah, dogs are happy when they wag their tail, so I guess he was okay to be nominated. He was happy about it. "I nominate Clifford," said Emily Elizabeth. Then she wished Mac good luck. "Thanks," said Jetta. So she was Emily Elizabeth was a good sport about it, and she wished Mac, the other dog, good luck. So even though she wanted Clifford to win, she still wished the opponent good luck. Emily Elizabeth and Jetta worked on posters together. Emily Elizabeth's poster read, "Clifford for president. He will clean up the park." There it is. Clifford for president. He will clean up the park. Clifford is the best. Jetta's poster read, "Vote for Mac. He's the best dog." Jetta said, "Mac really is the best. I'm sure he'll win." Oh, so they're helping each other out, being good friends and doing their posters together. And now they're kind of, they're not arguing, but they're telling each other that their dog is the best for the job. So let's see what happens. "Clifford is a great dog too," said Emily Elizabeth. Jetta said, "Mac will be president." "May the best dog win," replied Emily Elizabeth. Uh-oh. So when they were doing friendly things together, like making the posters, and then they just started talking about which candidate they thought would be best, and then they got into an argument. That's not a very friendly thing to do. That night, Jetta made a few more posters. "Now everyone will know you are the best, Mac." She hung the posters in the park. After school on Friday, Emily Elizabeth and Clifford went to the park. It was election day. Look at Clifford's sash. It says Clifford for president, and there's posters everywhere. Looks like they still haven't picked up the litter, the trash everywhere. Still looks all dirty. So I hope whoever gets elected gets that fixed. A crowd stood around Jetta. Clifford would not be a good president, she said. Mac is the best. Well, that wasn't very nice of her. Looks like everybody's cheering on Mac after she said that. I wonder what will happen next. You think they're going to keep cheering for Mac, or do you think that they're going to end up cheering for Clifford? Let's see. Emily Elizabeth didn't say anything. It's not nice to say bad things about your opponent, she thought. That was nice of her. Jetta told everyone to vote for Mac. Mac wagged his tail. Some of Jetta's posters blew away. They got stuck in high tree branches. Oh man, that just added to the litter. I wonder if anybody's going to clean that up. Let's see. Clifford pulled the posters out of the tree. They were so high up, even he had to stretch. Oh my goodness, look how tall he is. He could reach way up there. Look at Clifford, shouted Charlie. He's cleaning up the park. Oh, looks like they're all getting excited about Clifford cleaning up the park. And that's a good thing for a candidate to do. It's a good thing for anybody to do. So I wonder if they'll change their minds and want to vote for Clifford. Let's see. It's time to vote, said Charlie. He passed out slips of paper. Check off the name of the dog who will be the best president. And here's where they vote for Clifford or Mac, and they put a check mark in the box next to the name of who they choose. And then once everybody votes, then they're going to count up how many checks each person has, how many votes each person has, to see who the winner is. Let's see. After everyone had voted, Charlie counted the ballots. Everybody waited for the results. Okay, who do you think won? Who do you think had the most votes? Let's see. Clifford won. He gave Mac a friendly slurp. Clifford will be a good president, said Emily Elizabeth. Mac can be vice president. That was nice. So Clifford won. I guess everybody had changed their mind and didn't vote as much for Mac when they saw Clifford cleaning up the park, because they thought that he would be best for the job of president of the dog park since he was keeping it clean. And then Emily Elizabeth said that Mac could be vice president. And vice president means the second in line. So there's the president, and then there's the vice president who is second in line of our nation. So they have an important role as well, and they help the president. Hooray for President Clifford! Oh my goodness, he still has his sash on that says president. He's got his cool sunglasses on. He just thinks he's hot stuff now, doesn't he? And it looks like the park is all clean. And look at all the dogs enjoying themselves. And look at Mac. He's got his vice president sash on, and the girls are getting along again, and everybody's having a great time. All right, the end. So did this story end like you thought it would? Did you think it was going to be about an election to see who would be president? Did you think that Clifford was going to try to be president of the United States? Or did you know it was for the dog park this whole time? All right, friends. Well, I'm sad that Summer Explorer is ending tomorrow. And I've enjoyed having all of you in my class. And I hope to see you around. And if any of you are enrolled at the LECC next year, then make sure you stop by my room and say hi to me, because I would love to be able to meet you face to face. I hate that we had to do everything online and we weren't able to meet in the building this year, but it kept us all safe, and it was for a good reason. But anyway, if you guys have any more questions or anything like that, just contact me on Class Dojo or email, and keep sending me pictures of your work. You guys are doing an awesome job. I've seen robots that you decided to make after making the name rockets. So some of you got creative and continued to make things out of your construction paper. You guys have done awesome in math and reading. I've enjoyed reading your responses to your writing journals, and I just hope that you guys have a great remainder of the summer. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.